that over here. Hey guys, so today I am about to go to a coffee shop. I am doing laundry right now, putting down my window shade because I'm about to leave, and there's these guys doing construction out there. I don't know what they're doing, but they're really loud. But they're there, and I'm like, I don't want you looking in my windows. So we're gonna make sure they don't see inside. I'm about to go to a coffee shop, my favorite coffee shop, do a little bit of reading, and then I'm gonna go to Home Depot. I need to get like an under door barrier, and then I'm gonna come home and talk to you guys about type 3s for the last time. I'm like a little sad. Like I feel like this month went by kind of fast for type 3 videos. I'll see you guys later. So I wanted to show you guys what I got at Home Depot, which totally shows that I'm an adult, because when I was a kid, going to Home Depot was like the bane of my existence. Like my dad used to drag my sister and I there, and like I hated it. Now I go to Home Depot almost every week. So I got, I know I mentioned before about my doors, and so I found it's like a double draft stop. I'm really excited. It's just like, it's like a cushion for under your door. So that'll be great for like my indoor one. And then I got, it's gonna be upside down, but that's fine. It's called Door Bottom. It's brown, and it like, you can slide it under your door. So I'm gonna try to slide it under the, what do you call it? The screen door. I always forget that name. The screen door. I want to call it like the outdoor door or the outside door, because it kind of is. But yes, the screen door, I want to put it under there. So hopefully they'll work. Also, hopefully people don't think I'm crazy right now, because I've already had 2 people go by and I was trying not to look at them, but I'm sure they looked at me. So I just finished, my hair, getting afternoon coffee. It is unpleasantly windy outside. That's why I'm like pulling hair off me. It's cute, it's real cute. I went to Rev Coffee. I love their coffee, and they do their lattes really well. I also had they didn't have any scones. I love their scones. I usually get the cinnamon chip scone, but they had none today. I ended up getting a caramel crunch cookie, and it was amazing. But I even heard he looked like he probably owns the place. I've seen him there before. He's older. There's a lot of like young baristas there, and so I saw the guy who I think is like the manager or the owner. He let me fix that. I overheard him talking to someone, and he said that they ran out of cookies, because I think I got the second to last caramel crunch one, and he said they had 6 dozen this morning. That's what they like baked. And so I guess throughout the day, a lot of people have been eating them. But yeah, while I sat at a nice round table. I wanted to sit by the window, but of course all of those were taken because it's a beautiful day. And I've been reading the Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. It's a part of a book club I'm in. It's awesome so far. I love me some fiction, and it's a good like fantasy fiction, which I'm really into. So I've been loving it, and I didn't realize like how short it is. It's only like 100 something pages. So I'm almost halfway done. My goal is to finish it tomorrow on Sunday so I can have one whole book done in a weekend. So I'm excited. So now I'm going to go home, and I think I'm going to start baking a sweet potato for dinner. That sounds really good. And then I'm gonna chat to you guys about type 3s and wrap up this month of type 3s, and hopefully this video will be out by Wednesday and not Saturday morning like my last one. So I will see you guys soon. So I wanted to talk about the type 3 wings today. If you don't already know about wings, that means these are like the types on either side of your type. So for type 3, they have both the type 4 and the type 3 wing. And it's interesting because these both look kind of different from one another. The motivation for the type 3 is always the same. They're always motivated by need to be seen and recognized for like their best accomplishments. However, the type 2 wing, so a 3 wing 2, they are, I've heard them called the hostess before, and it's very true. A 3 with the 2 wing, or when they're pulling from their 2 wing, they will oftentimes look very like, they look like the best hostess ever. So for example, this kind of type 3, if they invite you over for a party of some kind, a dinner party, it could be for like 5 people. They are the person who, when you arrive, they first of all look amazing, and then they have like all the best things for you. Like you're gonna come in, they're gonna have your drink ready for you. They're like, here you go, here's a tray with whatever, pick what you want. They're gonna be like, all right guys, like we have hors d'oeuvres over here, and then you come into dinner and it's amazing. And they seem very effortless in all of the effort that they have put in. Another example is like the coffee shop I went to today. A type 3 with the 2 wing, they're the person behind the counter, like they're making the coffee, their latte art is impeccable, and when they call you for your latte, they're gonna like look you in the eye and smile and say, I hope you really enjoy this. Like they really do want to serve, but often they do it out of like a need to be seen as like the best. The 3 with the 4 wing can actually look a little more introverted. So when we say introverted or extroverted, that always means, I mean, this is the definition, like it means it's your source of energy. So are you finding your source of energy from being around other people? Then you're an extrovert. If you're finding it inside yourself and you're seeking solitude for like rejuvenation, then you're an introvert. When type 3s are pulling from their 4 wing, they can often kind of like go into more of an introverted state. It doesn't make them an introvert necessarily, because ultimately any type can be an introvert or an extrovert. However, when they're pulling from the 4 wing, they're often seeking solitude, and they really, they like want it or crave it in some way. And it's actually very interesting because 3s and 4s are very opposite. And this wing, when a 3 is having a 4 wing, or a 4 is having the 3 wing, pulling from those wings, they're actually in conflict with one another, which just kind of means that like they're opposites. And so it's not really, I wouldn't say it's not natural, but they're contrasting points of views. So the 3 really wants to be seen and recognized for their accomplishments and for their skills and things like that. Type 4s want that. You know, anyone, I mean, we all want to be really good at something and people recognize that they're good at it, or most people do. But type 4s are, they're not likely to show off about it. Whereas type 3s, they have no problem with that. And it's not necessarily showing off. They just really want people to see, like they want to say, like, look at this. And so when the 3 is pulling from the 4 wing, they can often seek more of the solitude of a type 4, and they maybe just want like time to be creative. They want some time to themselves. And it's actually, it can be a really good thing for type 3s to pull from that wing, because they're not trying to be around people and be the most impressive person in the room. However, it can also be negative because it can cause them to just simply withdraw and not maybe deal with a stressful situation. And even with the two wing, it can be a good thing because the 3 is more focused on serving others and they're not just worried about themselves. However, it can also go into a place of like showing off, like, look at what I did for you, isn't it awesome? So both wings, there's good and there's bad. It's kind of like with any human being, there's good and there's bad, and there's things that we do that are awesome, and then things that we do that we really need to work on because maybe they're just not healthy things or we're not in a healthy place. I do hope that learning a little bit about like type 3 wings is really helpful. I love wings. I think wings are really interesting. Also, this is my last type 3 video for a really long time. So next week we will start with type 4s, which I'm both excited and not excited about. Like, I'm both excited and like embarrassed to talk about myself. Like a true type 4, we love talking about ourselves, but we're also like ashamed of it. So it'll be fun. It'll be interesting. But yeah, so join me next week. We'll start talking about type 4s, and we're going to be changing up the format. And by we, I mean me. I am changing up the format a little bit, and I can't wait to take you guys on that journey with me.